Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for an incredible night. Oh, we're taking it up a notch. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Wes and Mike TZ coming all strong.
Hello, and welcome to All Stars Drag Race Season 9. This is the recap show, and as you can see, I've got a special guest with me tonight, Mr. Ronald Clay, hubby. And then, of course, we've got our regular Mr. TJ over there.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, sir?
Quite good now that I'm at home.
I hear that. So this has been a interesting season, to say the least. I think this was actually a really good season. This was a redemption season from All Stars 8. What do y'all think?
I would say so, because All Stars 8 was trash.
I like All Stars 8 a lot better than I like this season.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Listen, I think you're smoking too much of that stuff over there.
No, All Stars 8 was much better than this season. Was up until the finale, I was quite bored with this season.
Is that Lucy LaDuca you smoking? Because of delusion.
I was
the delusion is real. All Stars 8 was horrible. It was a clear setup for Jimbo to win, but we're not here to talk about that.
We're not.
Okay.
That could be a whole debate for all night.
Yeah.
So listen, we started off. This is the second episode that we're doing. We did the first episodes 1 through 5, and now we're going to do episodes 6 through 12. And of course, you guys know the grand finale was a 2-parter, so it was episode 11 and 12. But let's rewind a little bit and go back to episode 6. It was called the National Drag Convention Roast, and the winner of that episode was Miss Angeria. Listen, right. I will say this: Angeria was like the front runner for me from the very beginning. There was just something special about her all season long. Her drag was just on point.
The entire series.
The looks, the makeup, just the competition. She was just good all around.
She was very good. As I'm pretty sure I said in our first recap of this season, I was not excited to really see very many of these queens. Angeria, spoiler alert, Angeria is the winner. But I liked Angeria, but she wasn't the one I was rooting for in the beginning.
Who were you rooting for?
Gottmik.
Okay.
When Gottmik lost her season, I knew for a fact she was going to come back to the All Stars and win it based on how she was presenting in that season. I was like, oh, this bitch, she's going to come back and win All Stars. So when I saw that she was back, I was like, yep, I knew it. But as the season went on, I did like Angeria more and more. And she was clearly like turning it like almost every week. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Every week, honestly, like when I first saw the cast, like you, I wasn't rooting for Angeria. I liked Angeria, but when I first saw the cast, I was like, okay, so this is a season set up for Roxy to win, especially coming off of season 8. Looking at the cast and who was there, I'm like, okay, so they're bringing Roxy back for her to finally win a season. And it would look like it was headed that way.
It really was.
Not to jump ahead. But Angeria came on every episode, even when she didn't win. She still was on every episode, like even going back to the roast. We're going on episode 6, right?
Yeah.
Even going back to the roast, like she was genuinely funny. It didn't feel like she was trying. She was just being like Angeria, and she was funny.
Yeah.
I felt as though she just felt comfortable the entire season. Like there was no self-doubt. She was confident, and she was just being herself. I remember her first season that she was on. She felt very unsure about herself, and I didn't get that from her at all. I just felt like she was a winner from the very beginning, from the moment she walked in the workroom. I will say I was a little disappointed that Gottmik wasn't in the top 3.
I wasn't
either.
I wasn't.
We're jumping ahead. Are we going episode by episode?
Yeah, all right. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the looks for episode 6. Because I know you got them queued up.
Here we go.
I will say,
speak of the devil.
Yeah.
Come on, Andrew.
this was not her best look. However, her performance in the roast, I can see why she was in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that look's been done before, especially on Drag Race.
Yeah, it's not fresh. It's not new.
Apocalyptic.
Yes, it's definitely given that.
I said it like that on purpose.
I know.
It's a reference. That apocalyptic look has been done before.
I'm here to support them people.
Yeah. Next up. I have no idea.
Nina.
I have no words.
Oh, I get it now.
It looks like the Mario Kart type of thing. Or like
Is it?
it looks like
wait.
it looked like those 90s video game reference type of something.
Yeah.
And I can't quite figure it out.
I truly don't think I understood what that was until I just watched it again just now because I saw the piece that was in her head. I was like, is that a mushroom cloud?
It is.
But
Yeah.
she was a bomb.
She was a bomb.
That is okay.
That was a bomb.
This is my thing with Nina West. It doesn't translate. Her idea, first of all, her ideas are often just like way left field, but then she doesn't, it's hard to translate that into her look. So you're like, what is this? And I feel like that's always with her.
I can see that. I feel like she just is not, she's not a look queen and she knows it. And even with this season, like she tried, but it still just didn't. It didn't work all the time. It didn't always not work, but it also didn't work all the time.
Yeah, I didn't mind her at all.
I feel like it seems like, does she know how to sew? I can't remember.
No, she does not.
Oh, so she's not the one creating these looks.
Mm-mm.
So she's paying somebody.
Child.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of them are.
No, a lot of them are, but a lot of them are paying people for good stuff. Nina is paying people for that, is what I'm saying. Like for what she's
Are you saying mediocre?
For that.
well, she's paying people for stuff that doesn't make sense. It doesn't translate. The message isn't coming through, and it's anyway. We can
Next.
Yeah.
Chanel. One thing I will say about Chanel is she is a showgirl. She's going to give you a show on these runways. She looks good, but it's just very understated.
I feel like her and Jerry's look pretty similar.
They do.
They are very similar. Chanel's makeup is always going to be on point, stellar, amazing.
She's been doing it for 50 years. She better know how to paint her face.
Hello. And yes, you are right. She is a showgirl. She is so Las Vegas is kind of like just watching her this season. If she wasn't a drag queen, I feel like she would be like one of those kind of like old school magicians. Like, because she's always, and so it's like always some type of drama.
She is.
She would be one of them old school ass like magicians, and it would not surprise me if she did like magic tricks in her drag.
Well, I mean, she juggles, so
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That fits. That fits. Yeah. I will say I didn't know of her until this season, and I actually kind of like her. Mm-hmm. I really liked all the queens this season.
Okay.
I have my reservations about some, but we'll get there.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get there.
Yes, as well. This is one of them.
All right, so I have to say I didn't really know about Roxy either. I've heard of her, but I will say this.
Damn.
She is definitely a lip sync assassin. She won 9.
I mean,
you can't understate that. No matter what you think of her, she won 9.
I was watching. Not even watching. I saw a clip of I can't think, Deja Skye, and how Deja Skye was talking about how Roxy lip syncs, and I think she described it perfectly. Roxy lip syncs like the rent is due, but she's not going to work too hard for the rent. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense for the way that Roxy lip syncs. Like, she will give you a show, but it's mainly in the hair, it's mainly in the face, it's mainly in maybe an arm, whatever. She's not going to be all over the stage and dancing.
She
Da, 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 da.
I was
She
gonna say, I
emotes.
think what Roxy does is she studies whatever song she has to lip sync to.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Yeah.
learns the song and she learns exactly what she's going to do. Like, she's not just up there like lip syncing for her
Yeah,
life, like
yeah.
going off top of dome. I think she studies the song and she knows exactly what she's going to do every single time. And that translates, like her lip syncs are so good because they're probably well rehearsed.
But here's the thing, and I know I'm going to jump ahead with this, but I think that was to her detriment in the final one.
It was.
Because that was
Yeah.
the one she lost.
Yeah.
I will say that most of the time, this I don't even want to call it new. It's very different. Her makeup is very different than and it wasn't her first season. So her current
Everything
makeup,
raw, for one.
it's different from her first season. And I don't like it 90% of the time.
Now,
I
okay.
do not like the way it's like she paints older. And I think I said this on our first recap, like she paints older and she does the big eyelashes and she has like large cheeks. So it's hard to see her eyes. And so I'm like, what's happening right here? But in this clip, when she does her makeup like this and with a dark lip, because I think she often does like a nude lip. So everything is kind of blending in. When she does like a dark lip or like a different color lip with this type of makeup, I like it. But the rest of the stuff she's doing, I'm just like, what is this?
Okay.
Moving on.
Yes. Miss
Bam.
Angie. I feel like this was a recreation of her very first runway look when she walked backwards talking about Angie.
This is interesting.
It is interesting. It looks like a sea creature.
It looks like someone like knitted like this long stringy thing and like a cat got to it and started like just kind of ripping it apart and then she put it on. I think I can see the vision, but I don't necessarily like the execution.
So here's my thing with Vanjie. What I've come to love about her this season, she does Ghetto Fabulous well.
She does do that.
It's highly elevated, and you definitely even through this season, you see the progression of it until like that final look, which we'll get to. Stunning.
Yeah.
Vanjie, one thing Vanjie gonna do, she gonna paint her face though. Like she gives woman in drag.
Yeah.
She does do a nice paint, and that ass is nice too. Moving on.
It is.
Georgia.
I didn't necessarily care for this look, but I will say I was surprised based off of her roast that she wasn't in the top two.
Same.
Especially because she did exactly what Rue told her she should do. And so for her to follow direction, for her to execute it well, and for her to not be in the top two, it was shocking.
Who were the tops? Was it was
I think it was Angeria and Plastique.
It was Angeria. That's right. I remember being upset because I was like, Plastique? Really?
But Plastique's roast was good. Like Plastique's downfall is she don't learn the songs. She never knows the words. That's why she never wins a lip sync.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
She hasn't won not one this season.
Not a one.
And she's always been in the top. Like she's been
no money for her charity.
Well, she got money at the end.
She got that $5,000.
Yeah.
She got that and probably in the little $1,500 I think they did in one of the episodes.
They all won,
yeah. But that was about it. Hey, oh my God. Okay, moving on.
We knew she was gonna make an appearance.
And here she is, knocking over trash cans.
For those that are not aware, that is Isis making her her appearance.
Her cameo.
Yes.
Making her presence known. All right, moving on.
Scott McMahon always has a look like
Always.
I love her aesthetic.
And I love her in a bone straight wig.
Hmm. Unfortunately, I don't have my own screen to remove myself from this part of the conversation.
Oh
Yeah, he's not. There's a contradiction that he just can't get over.
no. Is it the gender thing?
It is, and I just don't understand it. And I know it's not for me to understand. It's 100% not for me to
Okay.
understand. And I guess I just have to respect it because you respect people's identities.
Yes.
However, like I just don't get it at all. I don't get it. Like
Okay.
it's one thing like in your never mind. Moving on.
Oh,
Moving
I
on.
fucking love it. I love that she says fuck you and what you think and what you think I should be doing. Fuck all that. So I'm always gonna be a fan of somebody acting that way. All right, moving on. Who always brought on the wrong way? Always.
Oh, she never misses with a look.
Never. And when you talk about an artist who uses her face as a canvas, that is plastic.
Yeah.
I will say with this particular look, this particular makeup look, she's giving Pangina, but she still looks good. I feel like her and Pangina look just the way she painted her face in that instance. She looked like Pangina to me.
God.
I really need to know how these bitches are packing this shit up.
That part.
Yes.
How are you getting it there?
All that
How
stuff
do you
there.
pack this?
Like all the hair is like big in these big costumes.
I mean, it's getting every season is getting bigger and bigger. Cause I mean, I really don't think I even thought that until last season with
Saphira.
Yes. But I'm like, these bitches are bringing gargantuan shit that yes, it probably some of it probably like folds down, but still is very large. How are you traveling with this shit? That is insane to me.
They have to ship it. Like
They
it has to be like packed certain way, and they ship it before they get there.
Yeah, and I think that production's paying for it because there's no way that they can afford to ship all that stuff. It's crazy.
You know what? I don't know if production does pay for that because, from my understanding, the girls are told like how many bags they can bring, and
they're not fitting in like 5 bags. That's just not happening.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm assuming the girls pay for the shipping. Of maybe any extra shit. I don't know.
They do get a budget for costuming when it comes to All Stars. Like I know they get like I don't know if it's like a stipend or whatever the case may be. They get paid to go like and pay for looks.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, then I was watching something with Monet and Detox. It was like a clip, and they were saying like they get like $2,000 an episode.
Oh,
as well. Yeah.
Okay, that I did not know. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we finished all the looks for episode 6, right?
That is correct.
All right. So moving on to episode 7, which is meeting in the ladies' room. I actually liked this episode.
I don't remember this
one. Oh, I did not like this one.
What happened?
This is when like RuPaul was not in drag, but it was the bathroom set up when they had to walk in.
Acting challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't care for it.
Angeria was hilarious.
She was hilarious. She was very
Angeria was hilarious.
Yeah.
And of course, Angeria was the winner for 2 weeks in a row for that challenge. Let me tell you, she killed it this season.
She did.
She really did. And even when she didn't win, she was a close contender to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the looks, my friend.
Speak of the devil.
Come on, Elvira.
That's cute.
It is cute.
I will say, and I think contradicts what I said in the first recap. Angeria is versatile. She gives you a plethora of different looks, and I can appreciate that. And I think what I said in the first recap was it's hard to figure out what her aesthetic is.
You did say that.
Yes. And I think with this whole season, I don't think I figured it out, but I think it's become less murky. because like I said, she goes all over the place. Like she had this look, then she had like the dragon type of look that was like orange and reddish, and then she'll give you Southern Belle, and then so I'm like, I a lot of times the silhouettes are what kind of draws everything together for me. But this was a good look.
So with her though, I really believe that she's a gown queen, right?
She's a
But
gown
this,
queen.
but for this season, I think she came with the intent that I'm going to give you as many versatile looks as possible to show you range, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what she did. And I think everything was strategic and intentional.
Yeah.
All right, next.
All right. Yeah. See, and y'all are just as quiet. Just as quiet.
Like, so here's the thing with Nina. First of all, like the reveal, I felt.
Okay, moving on.
I don't even know.
I wasn't feeling that look.
I don't know.
What
It was awkward.
What was the category for the runway?
Don't know.
It was something scary, obviously, because with Angeria's look and hers, but I don't exactly remember what
I think it was like widow something or something like. It was
I don't know.
like some dead bride or something, maybe.
Perhaps. Oh yeah, I think so.
It was a little weird.
All right, next up is Chanel. The faces.
The face is always going to be the face. Chanel looks good.
It's crazy how she kind of looks like Morgan McMichaels here, though.
You think? It's the lip. It's the lip.
I think it's the lip. I think it's the contour and a little bit in the eyes. Like especially like when she first took the stage and when the hood was on, when she looked up, it looks just like Morgan McMichael.
The more you say it, the more I can see it.
That was a good reveal. I loved the cape with the hood and then the reveal. Very what am I thinking of? It was just classic.
Okay.
Very classic.
Well, that is Chanel. She's classic.
She's a seasoned queen.
Yeah.
Next up is God Meek. I thought this was cute.
And one thing about Gottmik, she's always going to look good. She has never not looked good.
Her face always is on point. We know that here's the thing though with Gottmik. I think one, she knows how to paint her face, but then also she has the bone structure in her face to just really look good. Always.
Yeah.
Is a person.
What?
She's a person.
She is a person, yeah.
She's a person, and I will leave it at that. I don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get y'all canceled. Next.
Georgia's. I didn't care for this.
Yeah.
I didn't care for this at all.
I think she redeemed herself with her last runway look.
I agree.
Because I'm talking about as far as like color and stuff.
Yeah.
The last runway look was her best look, I would say, of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the makeup. The makeup was gorgeous.
I took issue with George's this season.
Well,
too.
all right.
What was your issue?
Let's bring it up. Let's just do it now. Go ahead.
I just didn't like the way that she would go after Angie. Like there were little subtle comments that she made towards Angie that I didn't care for. And it was like Angie was the only one that was getting it. Like it was something like the whole thing with Angie was like, oh, all of a sudden because I say something is spicy is because George threw out there, oh, you being spicy when everybody in the room was doing the same thing. And then there was a comment about Angeria being delusional because she changes for the lip syncs. I'm like, everybody changes for the lip syncs. And she made some other like off the cuff comments, and Angie was the only one getting those comments. So it was coming off low key, like either hater or racist type of thing. And I didn't care for it. I clocked it.
Interesting, because I did not. The only thing I remember was the delusional thing. I did not clock any of the rest of it. So interesting. But yeah, this look was not. This was season whatever she was on appropriate, not for All Stars. Moving on.
That wig was too big for her head too.
Come on, Plastique. I mean, ugh.
And again, she never fails.
Never.
On the runway, she's never not going to give you a look.
What I love about her too, her wig into her forehead
Woo!
and makeup is always flawless. It like those
Yeah.
wigs look like she grew that hair on that scalp.
You can tell she paid money for that shit. If there
Every
is,
time.
if there can be such a thing as a lip sync assassin, I think Plastique is the runway assassin. Like nobody is doing. Maybe Raja. Raja will give her a run for her money. But Plastique, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and Gottmik. Those are probably
yeah.
my
I
top.
can watch those two all day long.
Yeah. Oh, and Miss Fame. Okay, yeah.
I
Those are
was
my
say there are a couple look girls.
yeah.
Don't limit yourself.
But Plastique though, man, like this season, when they were doing runway, I could not wait to see what she was coming
What
on.
that bitch was gonna bring out. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it just looked. What I loved about her too is she really did represent her culture.
The whole season.
Yeah,
Whole season.
Everything had a story, and
And
it wasn't like played out.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It wasn't played out. She
no,
pulled from so many different like sources. Like she had lore, she had myth, she had anime, she had anime.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was
and
really
you know what with her though too, I loved. She had a great personality, and like she was just a really pleasant person.
yeah.
Like I could see myself hanging out with her.
Yeah, she's very nice. Seemingly very nice. And cute.
She is cute. She's a cute boy.
Yeah. Moving on to somebody's favorite.
Roxy.
See, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Do you see these brows? I mean, not brows. The lashes and the cheeks.
Yeah.
You cannot see this. I hate when she paints this way, and she does that nude lip all the time.
I will say I had the pleasure of seeing her live, and she painted the exact same way. She actually painted herself a little darker though.
There was. I don't know if it was in these 6 that we're talking about or previous, but there was some runway she did that I despised her makeup. I was like, what the? I can't remember, but it looked horrible to me. This particular look, I don't understand why there wasn't more blood splatter. You literally just have blood splatter right here. You could have had all kinds of splatter over that dress, and I think it would have elevated it, at least for me, in my opinion. But the blood splatter was just like right here. I'm like, girl, that's it.
She was still trying to be pretty.
Yeah.
This wasn't the challenge to be pretty. This was the ugly challenge. This was the scary bitch challenge. Be a scary bitch. What the fuck?
And moving on.
Give us our last one for this episode.
Yes.
Miss Vanjie.
This bitch looks good.
Yeah.
Child body. Okay.
The
body.
Mm-hmm.
Child.
Yeah.
Sickening.
Yeah. Vanjie kind of got on my nerves this season though, just like personality wise.
But that's Vanjie though. Like I think it was probably different this season too because you saw her the whole season.
Well, that was the one thing I loved about this season is like you saw all the queens, you got the chance to see all their looks. And you know, when you do regular drag race, they come for a whole season, but then if they're booted off, you know, first, second, and third, you don't get to see anything else. You don't get to see that progression. Whereas this season, you saw everything. You saw a full body of work from everybody. And that's what I loved about it. I feel
like all stars should have this.
Yeah,
they
going forward.
I feel like I don't know if all of them will be that way. You know what? I can see them doing them all that way because they did Queen of All Queens this way. They didn't do All Stars 8 this way, did they?
No.
And then they did like that. So who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that was the last one for episode 7.
So episode 8 was Make Your Own Kind of Rusic. I believe they created their own original songs for this.
Did they?
I think so, right? Am I wrong?
I don't remember.
It's so many weeks ago.
I think so. That sounds about right.
I think that's what it was.
I don't.
And they had to choreograph their own routine for this one, I believe.
Was it a girl?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the first challenge.
No, individual songs.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's what it was.
I don't know. Either way, let's go to the looks.
All right. No comment.
No, this was a design challenge. Nina made this. I
Oh,
remember
that's right.
this was a design challenge.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at this look at all.
I'm
Because I
not mad
remember
at
she
it.
made those gloves like 5 times.
Oh, because Roxy helped her, didn't she?
Yeah, I think so. Finally, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was your own kind of music because they had to design a look based off of the song that they picked.
Okay.
Okay.
They had songs on boxes, and they had to create a look from the stuff in the box based on the song.
RuPaul songs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That's
Okay,
correct.
right.
Okay, the memory's good.
Yeah, it works sometimes.
Sometimes, child. All right, next up, Frosty.
Plastic.
Yo, that
Girl.
listen.
She made
Girl.
this.
Girl.
Like,
How?
where did she find time to do all of this?
The bitch is talented. She
The
knows what she's
train
doing.
is in the form of a star.
Baby.
Look at her face.
Crazy.
She puts all them girls to shame. Like the amount of stuff that she can do in the same time period, it's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah, every time she brings it to you every ball.
I don't know why you
She needs her own show. She really does.
When you say her own, like, you mean
like a show that showcases her talents. Like,
oh, okay.
she's just that damn good. She knows what works for her, and she's not afraid to try new things.
Yeah, she is very good. Plastic is very good. I will say, like, I was not, only because I barely remember her from her original season. So I wasn't like super stoked to see her on this one, but she turned me around. This season. I was like, damn. Yeah.
It was like,
next up is another runway assassin bitch.
Gotcha.
I feel like because she is a sewer and all of that jazz, this is not what I know Gottmik can do.
Yeah,
I agree.
By this look.
This was simple.
It was like you had all this time and that's all you did.
Yeah. I feel like there were a lot of times where I really feel like Gottmik was just like, oh, all right, here we go. I'll throw this little something together. Like, she didn't seem like she was all that into it a lot of times with this season. Like, she was maybe somewhere else, or she just like, I don't know. But
her face was painted though.
That's a calling card. She's a makeup artist, so it better be.
Wait, can we say something also with Gottmik?
Okay.
Where did she find the money to get all of these designer gowns?
The bitch is
I don't even know
famous.
if it was necessarily the money. I think it was probably like favors because she did like the fashion weeks and stuff. She walked in these people's shows.
Oh my god!
So I think even before her season, Gottmik was like a celebrity makeup artist. Okay. So I'm sure she has the coin, that would make sense because think about the looks that she put on her season, especially like that finale look. So I think she's had the coin for a minute, and then of course getting exposure from Drag Race only helped.
They probably give it to her.
Yeah, only helped that. So
okay,
yeah. Next up, terrible,
horrible.
Dreadful.
Next.
Yeah, this one was really bad. This was her worst look the entire season, I think.
And she don't. Okay, I am confused. How have you been a drag queen for as long as you have, and you don't know how to sew? I was very surprised. I would have thought if anybody in that room could throw together a look, it would have been her.
Would be Chanel.
Listen to me. This is my one pet peeve about queens that come on this show. You should not be able to be a contestant if you cannot sew, because you know that is a challenge.
Even if you get on the show and you know you can't sew, you get notified in enough time to take at least 2 or 3 sewing lessons to learn the basics. Learn how to make you a dress within that time it takes you from the moment you are notified that you're going to be on the show to the time that you leave the show. Learn how to use that machine. Learn how to do a quick stitch. Learn how to do something.
Yeah.
And so many of these people come in this workroom and still don't know. Y'all know what the show is going to do. Okay, I digress.
No, you're not.
I yield
That-
my time.
that is my pet peeve. Like when they ask, "Oh, can you sew?" and they say no, I'm just like, it angers me because like
Oh,
now you're
wow.
wasting my time.
Oh wow.
You obviously came to waste my time.
That point.
Well, all right, moving along.
We're
bitch-
no.
A bitch that apparently does know how to sew, but
I like this look.
did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
She's brown cow stunning.
Mm,
She looks good.
does she?
She
Yeah.
does.
And she knows how to shake that ass.
She do know how to do that. I'm underwhelmed again.
I liked it.
I didn't.
I'm whelmed. It's cute, but it's not like
Not well.
She won because it was well executed, and also because Plastique doesn't know how to lip sync. But
Well, you can't be perfect in everything.
Was this the one where she did the theatrics on the stage when it was time to cut a bitch? Was this what episode was that?
I think so. When she tried to do it blindly.
Yeah, I was like, girl,
Possibly.
and then got mad at Angeria for doing the same thing right after her. Like Angeria.
It was this episode because Angeria had won twice prior. So I think it was this episode. Yeah. Because the next well, let's just finish it because the next episode was a little different.
All right.
Come on, bitch.
I did not like this look.
For what I know Vanjie can do, this actually looks good. Because she is not a seamstress, but she pulled the look together.
And her face looks really good. Excuse me.
I mean, I just feel like I saw her, and I know this is her aesthetic, but I saw her in too many over-the-knee boots this season. There were so many over-the-knee boots for her, and I'm just like, girl,
this wasn't the most elevated look. Let's just be honest.
It certainly was not.
But I still love her.
Great.
It's the personality that sells it.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, last two. Hate this.
I was not a fan of this.
This I feel like is what Georges does most of the time. Like this reminds me of her entrance look. Like,
you know what this reminded me of? I don't remember which season it was where they had the two TikTok girls on. That's what she was giving. Remember they had two drag queens. Well, they were TikTok.
You're talking about Sugar and Spice?
Yes, that's what she was giving right there.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Like I'm new to this.
I don't have any words. Next.
Yes, we know.
Very well.
Come on, hips. This wasn't her greatest look, I will admit.
It was not.
It's the
but she was struggling in the workroom. So this, considering what she turned out, I'll give it to her.
I feel like she had a different wig. It probably would have come together a little bit better. Like if she had like a long pony or something like that.
Ooh, a long pony would have been really cute with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that hair kind of just took me out of the fantasy. Why am I so close to the camera?
I don't know.
Why ain't got something to back up? I got comfortable, I think is what it was.
You are. That was the last one. Angeria that was nice, but it wasn't her best.
Yeah. So episode 9 was Rosemary's Baby Shower. And this was
actually really good.
Yeah, and this was a double winner. Georges and Chanel won this episode.
And they gave it to Chanel.
It was a tie.
They gave it to Chanel. And I knew they were going to give it to Chanel because this was the week when they said you can get like, I think 2 or 3 badges for the win. I was like, they finna give it to
Chanel.
They won a badge and then they could give away a badge.
Right, and they ended up giving it to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But when they said that, I was like, they finna give it to Chanel. I already know. And it was undeserved. I feel like, yes, consider like she didn't have a big part and she didn't make the part that she had stand out, to me at least. And I think there were people who did better. For instance, Vanjie. I think Vanjie did
Vanjie killed
better.
it. Vanjie
I
killed
Yeah,
think
it.
you
Vanjie
did say
did
that you
better.
thought she should have won.
Roxy actually killed it too. Like her whole it look, like
Oh yeah.
even the way she danced and like
Yeah.
like just her portion of it was just really good. I honestly felt like it was the wrong top two. Even though Georges did well as Meg, like the way she danced, the way she moved, I saw Meg, but overall, I felt like Roxy and Vanjie should have been the top two. Based on the challenge. I don't necessarily remember the runways. We'll get into it, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready for the looks?
Yes, we are.
Fantastic.
Bring 'em on.
First up. Once again, what is going on? Now, I want to.
It's too much going on
in the head. It's too much, yeah. And it's funny because not looking at this the second time now, I'm not as impressed as I thought I was originally when it first aired. I will say that.
I want to remind you that the category of this runway, I don't exactly remember the name verbatim, but it was pearls. Where are the pearls?
They're hiding.
The face thing was were pearls, weren't they?
No, that looked like hair.
Oh well, I don't know, child.
I am confusion.
Confusion.
Confusion. Moving on.
This
was a look.
She looked good.
I like this for her.
Yeah.
It's different for her.
It is different for her for sure. I almost wish she would have not have done her showgirl isms. I wanted her to be maybe more alien to really embody this look. But yeah, this was good.
I get that. Oh, not the sirens, child.
You see, I had to mute. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The popo was coming for you.
Child, well, I do a lot of illegal things.
I said the popo be knocking at you. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
My ghetto husband.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. Nope.
You said nope?
I said no.
Why?
Why not? Look, come on now. Come on. First, look at this.
I like this.
What is it that you like about it?
It was giving me Las Vegas showgirl. It looked pretty.
I think it looks nice. However, it could have used a few more pearls. Like I felt like it should have been filled in a little bit more.
It could have used a lot more pearls and a lot more shit. That looks like it belonged on her original season. Like,
why? Because she was thinner back then.
No, I'm saying it was lacking. This look is lacking, especially when you compare it to who she's up against.
Okay.
Like, girl, do I need to play it again? Like, you have a couple of strands of pearls and then a pearly wig. Girl,
I didn't like it.
This is my frustration with Roxy and people who say that she is like the drag queen's drag queen. I'm like, I do not see it. Where is that?
Who said that?
A lot of drag queens say that like Roxy is like the bitch, and I'm like, I'm confused. Why am I not seeing it?
I don't see that.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
I like that Gottmik did black pearls. She stepped out of the box as far as like traditional pearls.
And the whole look was just stunning from head to toe.
When I think Gottmik, I think of something like this.
Yeah.
Something like this. Yeah.
That was sexy. It was really good.
She didn't give you a regular pump. She gave you this invisible wedge. Like, come on, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Next up.
Come on now. This is a traditional Las Vegas showgirl look.
This is what Roxy thought she was doing.
I can see that.
When I saw this, I was proud.
She's in the window, isn't she?
No, you don't hear the sirens.
The sirens. I was proud of Angeria when I saw it. It looked beautiful from head to toe. She looks great in white.
She does.
Like,
Yeah.
god damn, that was a really good look for her. I was so proud.
I'm telling you, I was in love with Angeria this whole entire season from like start to finish.
Like even when she wasn't in the top,
yeah, she
showed up.
Even
every
at
single
her
episode.
worst, she was still good.
Yeah, she showed up every episode.
I agree. Georges.
Next.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with this one at all.
Who's after her?
Wow. I muted myself because there were more sirens, but goddamn.
Let's go to Vanjie.
Wow. I mean, I don't disagree, but wow. Okay.
Yeah, not this look.
Vanjie. This
Come on now.
She should have been in the top this episode. I don't understand why she wasn't.
Same.
Between her performance in the musical, between this look, she deserved to be top 2.
She looked gorgeous in this.
That was really cute. Once again, this is what Roxy thought she was doing. That was.
But you had the little pearl makeup, like it was a full look.
That was good.
Yeah. Was that it for 9? Oh, come on now. Oh, yeah. Jesus. No words.
She's never gonna miss.
Ever.
I know I've said that a few times this episode, but she's just
like,
not going.
She knows how to pose her face. Like she is a high-end professional model. Like she is posing for Vogue, Paris and Italia. And she's just doing all these high-end campaigns. Like that's what I get from her every single time.
I can see that, and I can see her being like on like the same level of Miss Fame, who is like in these couture shows and like she is in the fashion industry now, Miss Fame, and I love that for her because she deserves that. I can see
I think she could be
I can see Plastique doing that shit too, because goddamn.
Yeah.
And she don't need nobody to do her makeup. She can do it her damn self.
Oh no, she shouldn't. It would be a downgrade if she had somebody else do her face.
Yeah.
That was the last look of 9.
Okay. All right, so episode 10 was the Lollapalooza. Didn't it come down? It came down to Angeria and Roxy, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and Roxy won. I mean, she's the lip sync person.
Yeah. And I think she deserved to win that one though, because I don't think that Angie really gave.
No, I'm not taking anything away from Roxy. She deserved to win, but I'm just,
Yeah. I don't remember what the song was.
And there was no runway looks for this episode, right?
Correct.
Okay.
For, 10 or 11.
All right, so
let's go to the final.
Yeah, so episode 11 and 12 was the season finale. It was a 2-parter. But episode 12 was where they had the looks and where it came down to the final 3. So, sir, take it away. Let's get that first look.
All right.
As soon as she turned the corner, I knew she was paying homage to Selena.
Yeah, you called it the minute she did.
Yeah.
It's definitely given that. This is very Georges.
But I feel like this is the best she's looked.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how her head stayed up because that wig was heavy.
And it does look heavy. But it looked really good. Her makeup looked fantastic. The dress on her looked great. I kind of wanted more though on that dress, like maybe a bigger train or a longer train. Considering this is your final look, this is a small look for your final look.
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you something. I think because she's so petite and tiny, I think if she did anything bigger, she would have been lost in it.
She would have fallen over. That's a good point, I suppose.
Because she's really tiny.
True. I mean, she could have given me a little bit more on the train.
Okay, maybe a couple more feet. A couple more feet.
A little bit more.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to save our winner for last. Plastique.
This was just outstanding. Again, another. This was a great way to go out.
Here's my thing though. I love this look. She looks amazing. She's always gonna look amazing. It's not giving finale though.
I would agree with that.
I can agree with that, considering
What
everything
she's
else.
already presented,
Yes.
it's not giving.
If she did the
finale.
white, the previous look last, that could have been a finale look.
Or even the look with the like the kimono, what she did when I think
Yeah.
like the even that was, I feel like, a
Yeah.
finale look. This,
Yeah.
you're right, this felt out of order. This felt a little
Yeah.
out of order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Plastique. Goat Meek. Oh, I loved it.
I loved this look. Everything about it.
I love everything
The
about
fact that
it.
he could do that type of leather train and have it shaped like that, that's technique.
Yes, Lord. I love the arm jewelry that looks like
I love the arm. The arm is
skeleton.
my favorite part. The arm and her hair. That
thing.
Yeah.
that was
The little hair hat thing she had going on, really
Yeah.
good. She's another one. When she puts on a look, she can, and that she does the makeup to match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a fan. All right, Miss Girl.
I actually like this.
She looked good, except for that part when she first came out, and
With
you
the
could see
slit?
her little, her crotch.
Oh, I
It
missed
wasn't
that.
a good
I mean, I
look.
knew there was a slit, but
Yeah, there's a slit there, but she pulled it up way too much when she
too
first
much.
came out.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Yeah,
Because this is not a look you normally see from her. So I actually appreciated that she gave this look.
yeah. She looked good.
True. All right, we have Chanel.
I loved this look on her.
She looks really good. Like,
It's the dog, though, I think that got everybody.
but I don't even mind the dog. It's just for Chanel, it's giving camp for Chanel when I think it's supposed to be elevated, kind of.
The
Well,
dog I think the dog makes a camp.
Yeah.
It kind of, but like even her makeup too, like because she had on the same makeup there that she had on in the talent show.
She was giving me 60s look with that makeup.
Maybe.
What I loved about it was there was no fabric involved in this. It was all the jewel that made the dress.
Okay.
That thing looks heavy, actually.
Like Plastique, I don't feel like this was a finale look.
I can see that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see this as a finale look. Now, had that bitch somehow procured an actual dog, I would have been like, now, bitch.
Yeah.
That's some all-star shit. I literally sat
Yeah.
and thought about that. I was like, what if she, before she even left Vegas, she called California and was like, listen, I'm gonna need a dog at the local pound. I need you to get it trained because it's gonna have to hit the runway. She had them PAs. She told the PA, listen, I got a dog waiting up the street. You need to go get it because that's my fucking dog for my run. That would have been some shit. I would have loved to have seen a real fucking dog.
What are those big? Are they called Dobermans? They're like typically like black, and they have like the brown, like those like they're really
like
big
pointy ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
If she came out with like 2 Dobermans like on those leashes,
that would have been sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give you that. Yes.
Yeah. Take note,
or
Chanel.
even greyhounds. She had 2 greyhounds.
Greyhounds, or what's the really big ones?
The shaggy ones?
No. They're big ass.
Great Danes.
Yeah. Yes, some Great Danes.
You're gonna roll it out on that bitch.
Yeah. All right, Vanjie. Not a finale look.
Hold on, here it is a finale look.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because it's authentically 100%
Vanjie.
She presented herself like this gives everything that Vanjie is in a final runway.
She looked like a fucking superhero.
She looked good.
She looked good.
Even down to like the necklaces, all of the little necklaces that had Vanjie on it.
I was here for it.
Yeah,
I was here for it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She was giving me my Lil' Kim fantasy back in the day. No. I loved every minute of it. I ate that whole look up.
I'm vexed by this look, especially the color of the coat, because it does not match at all with the.
It's not supposed to. That's the whole purpose. I think it's supposed to be a bold statement.
I think you're giving her a lot. I think you're giving her a lot of benefit of the doubt.
No, she looked good.
To me, looks like.
Can I tell you something?
What?
No, go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry. Finish the statement.
This the to me the coat looks like an afterthought. It's like fuck. I gotta put someone else with this because I know this ain't enough. Let me grab this big ass coat that don't go with it.
Let me tell you something. Can I be honest with you? I think because of this look is why Rue picked her to be in the top 3.
Okay.
I thought she was, because honestly, I thought it was a shock that she was one of the tops. I mean, I think she was good throughout the whole season, but I think that like this look and then her personality just came through.
Honestly, though, she killed her talent show.
That too.
She
that
is
too.
a poor performer. She's a performer.
Yeah, she did kill it. Yeah, I love Angie, so I was happy to see her.
Okay.
All right, so you want to go back? I think we're missing.
No,
okay.
Roxy.
We still got Roxy
Okay,
before we get to Angeria.
You know what this gives?
What does this
Just
give?
the color and the crown of it all reminds me of Jujubee All Stars. What was that, 6? When it was her, Shay, and Cracker in the finale.
When she did that bodysuit and the sash.
Yes.
I know what you're talking
about. It was very reminiscent for me. It was very reminiscent of that, and Jujubee pulled it off way better. But so I agree with Bob and Katya when they were saying she could have used just like a little bit of cinch, and it would have framed her way better.
Okay. I actually don't hate this. I think
I don't hate it. It could have been better though.
Well, okay. I was gonna say something shady about her, but I've given her enough tonight. I do like the face here. I like like I said, when she does a different color than nude on her lip, and she does not do the big ass lashes. I like this face. So this look I actually liked for Roxy, and I was like, you know what? This is a finale look for you, and I appreciate that.
For you, the shade. The shade. All right, let's go to our winner.
Let's go look at the winner.
Love this look.
Angeria.
After looking at it more than once, I don't like it as much as I initially liked it. It looked really boxy.
Yeah.
On her torso.
I don't understand. I don't understand the color scheme. I don't understand these colors.
I think they work really well together.
They work together.
They do. I just don't know why they were chosen. Like, it almost makes me want to know
why they are together.
There's like a message or a symbol within the color. Like, is this the national colors of some flag or something? I'm just like, why these particular colors? Of all colors you could have chosen, like, why these? And then why?
Well, you know what? I don't know. For me, it was a standout, and it's something that I don't think she's ever really worn that color combination before. And I think she wanted to try something different. Like, I loved it. I thought it was.
Yeah, she looked different. Good. I'm not taking anything away from her, but like I said, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, it's not as like when she first came out, I was like, oh my god, she looks really good. But like as I like actually look at it, it's not as good as it.
And I think it was the detail in like all those feathers. Like that could not have been cheap to do.
I think I would not have minded. I'm certain it wasn't cheap. I think if like the colors had been like layered, maybe because it just feels weird just to have either ombre actually would have been great. It just feels weird just to have those two at the bottom where the vast majority of the dress is like this rusty orange or whatever. I'm like, why? I don't quite understand that. So I would have actually liked for the bottom colors to be actually more incorporated in the dress, or like if majority of it's going to be orange, then maybe some individual feathers on the orange as well can be some of those other colors just to break up all of that orange. But anyway, she won and she deserved it.
She did. Looking at the entire season, if you look at the entire season, Angie came and she showed up.
Absolutely.
And she was amazing every challenge. I can't even think of one challenge where she was bad in.
Neither can I.
Yeah, me neither.
She was really good. She was that girl. She was that girl all season long.
I don't feel like she's getting the support that she deserves as far as being the winner this season, because I've been seeing a lot of people complain about it.
Oh.
But she deserved to win.
Okay. I will say, I was surprised that she won only because I just knew since Roxy ended up in the top 3 that they were going to give it to her. Like I was literally laying in my bed, head on the pillow like this, watching, and I was like, they're finna give it to Roxy. And when they said, I was at that point I was rooting for Angeria because I wasn't a huge fan of Vanjie. And I was like, they finna give it to Roxy. Here we go. And when they said Angeria, I popped up and scrimped because I was like, oh shit, okay. So
I was sitting on the bed, literally like this, talking about Vanjie, because I just did not want Roxy to win. Like Roxy is a good queen. I didn't want her to win because I felt like the season was set up. The way it was edited and the way that it was set up, it was like, okay, they're going to give Roxy the win. But the fact that Vanjie and Angie were even in the top 2 and then Angeria won, it made it better.
Yeah. Because I honestly thought that Plastique was going to be there in place of Vanjie.
I just knew the top 3 were going to be Angeria, Roxy, and Plastique.
If Plastique had won some lip syncs and gotten more badges, she absolutely would have been in the top 3 and possibly could have won because those runways, nobody was touching her. Nobody was touching her. But she didn't have the badges. It would have been criminal to put her in the top 3 with the amount of badges that she had.
Yeah.
So unfortunately.
Well, this was a really good for me. Again, this was a really great season of All Stars. I really enjoyed every aspect of it. I saw a lot, and I walked away. I think really getting to know a lot of these queens a lot better. Some of them I didn't know at all, and I got a chance to really get to know them. That's why I think I like this format, them being there the entire time so we can see the full body of work. It's so disheartening when they come and, maybe they do have better looks, but you will never get a chance to see it. You know what I mean? The full aspect of it. So I really did enjoy this season. What about you guys?
I enjoyed the season. I wouldn't say it was a full redemption for All Stars 8, but it was definitely way better than All Stars 8.
That's wild.
It makes me look forward to the next All Star season because I would like to see who they would bring back. Because I feel like at this point, it'll be what 9 or 10 seasons of All Stars. Yeah. So it's like, who do you have left that is memorable enough, impactful enough to make it a good season? There are plenty of queens, but we don't want to see all of them.
Well, we'll see. Well, Global All Stars is coming up, next month?
I just feel like if Alyssa Edwards does not win Global All Stars, either her or Kahana.
Montrese?
No, is it Kahana? What's the lady's name down under? I think it is.
Oh, I don't know though. I don't know.
Something, whatever her name is.
I
can't think of her name.
If they're not on the US version, I don't know.
It's Queen Kong or something like that. Yeah, if she don't win,
okay.
Yeah, her or Alyssa Edwards.
But they have to bring it.
Alyssa's going to bring it.
Yeah,
Alyssa is good TV. I don't know if you've never seen her in competition. Alyssa is good TV.
Okay, I believe you.
Interesting.
All right, guys. This was awesome. So thank you guys for joining us again for another season of RuPaul's All-Star Drag Race. Let us know if you like this format, just the 2 episodes, or do you want us to do the individual?
I'm telling you right now, you don't like them. You don't like them. You don't like them because you get to watch them. I have to pull all the clips. You don't like them. You like the individual recaps.
Well, listen. Please follow us, subscribe, like these videos, and also don't forget to hit the notification button so that you get notified when we drop new episodes when we come back and do another season of the Drag Race. So let me play outro music.
Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Act like you know how this goes.
Really?
Yes. This was always. We're going to come up with a new theme song for next season when we do this again. But thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the conference call here on our YouTube channel. And also, don't forget to watch it on the replay over on Indie Suit Media on Fridays at 10 p.m.
fumble a bag. Now I will not